Hey YouTube, new event, new Pokemon, and basically it's going to be on Beyond the Hype video because there is not much else in this event, unless you're like a shiny hunter, but it is a deep depths event in Pokemon Go. So half egg hatch distance, which it felt like there's been a lot of that recently. Increase chance for shiny Clauncher, so again, shiny is the main thing. Nickit, the fox Pokemon, and its evolution Thievul makes its debut. So wild encounters. So how are you gonna get this Pokemon? Well, there is a chance you can get it in the wild if you're lucky. No, it doesn't even say if you're lucky you're gonna get it. Some trainers might even encounter the following Nickit. That's interesting wording. The following Pokemon will appear more frequently in the wild: Murkrow, Sneasel, Corphish, Clamperl, Purloin, Female Frillish, and Clauncher. So again, these are the main Pokemon, very shiny focused, in eggs, Corsola, Ponyard, Clauncher, and Nickit. So, that's 7 kilometer eggs, not the worst for 7 kilometer eggs. And then your normal event, there's some time research where you get some cut food candy, but I was hoping that maybe in the time research you would get, well, it says encounters with event themed Pokemon, so maybe you will get it in the time research. That's where I'm going to get it. Nope. Collection challenges and Pokestops. So, this new Pokemon, it is rank 568 in the Great League. And why is that the case? Well, let's take a look. Stat product 121, 123, 123. So it's a very balanced stat product. I don't even mind the stat product in general. It's not like anywhere near a Glass Cannon. Wow, words. Glass Cannon. It's not gonna like 123 defensive stamina is enough that you can like probably take a charge move. You don't really need a high level 27, so you can probably take a charge move with that, but probably not a ton more after that. Move. Oh, you are limited in your moves. So Snarl, Night Slash, and Play Rough. So I mean, nice Snarl Night Slash combo there. Like right off the bat, you like that. You got a fast, you got a fast charging fast move, 4.33 for Snarl. You have a very spammy with same type attack bonus, okay move. Night Slash isn't the best move, but again, you have that 12.5% chance of boosting your attack, right? So that times 2 boost is a double boost. So in terms of pacing, 9996, that's pretty nice. Now, Play Rough is a weird second one on this Pokemon, and again, I don't know this much about this Pokemon in general, but 60 for 90, 1.5, getting at 15s is probably not what you want for this Pokemon. You definitely need a harder hitting move, a harder hitting, but also better damage per energy. You're not like the classiest Pokemon, but you're not going to survive a ton. So you're not going to be getting to a lot of Play Roughs. This Pokemon, even if it probably seems like it's very bait dependent, you're probably Night Slashing your way through a lot of it. Play Rough maybe gives you some coverage for fighters, and again, you're dark, so fairy, fighting, and bug, and then double resisting psychic, single resisting ghost and dark. So honestly, for the play in the meta currently, I wouldn't suggest using this Pokemon just because, again, the stat product, when you have a mid stat product like this, you really need to offset. Again, the first fast move and Night Slash I think are actually good for this Pokemon. The Play Rough is just not cutting it. You need a way better second move than Play Rough here. And the typing is interesting though, because there's a lot of Sidewave users, so you double resist psychic. There's a lot of ghost got buff, so not only do you resist, you do super effective super spam here against the ghost, and then for darks you actually have a cover move in Play Rough. So in terms of actually again, I probably wouldn't recommend using it. You can test it if you want, but in terms of the main meta, you actually have a lot of coverage for what is out there, but given your ranking, you're probably pretty bad against everything else. Yeah, 15 and 33. And here's the thing, right? So here's your main meta coming down here. Oh, look, you beat Dusclops, Corsola, Jellicent, Sableye, Guzzlord, Lapras, Ferret, Cresselia, Feraligatr, Non-Shadow, Grumpig, right? So Mandibuzz, this is what I'm talking about. You have a great matchups against the main meta. However, everything else you're gonna just falter because you don't have the charge moves to do enough damage against them, and not enough bulk and not enough spam on the second, and not enough coverage on the second. So Every single other Pokemon is bad. Obviously, the harder ones, ooh, those are real bad losses. 82, 10, 113, like those are just getting killed. Morpeko kills you, Wigglytuff kills you. Even these 200s are not good. So this is where like the true test of how good a Pokemon is you're supposed to lose the ones you're supposed to lose. Again, I don't love losing it at like 82. That just means you're going to get absolutely killed. I don't win your ones you're supposed to win. Again, when you're losing at like 80 and only winning at 700 here, like it shows that already you're skewed more towards the negative side. But the strength of a Pokemon is always how do you do in those neutral situations, and you lose every neutral situation. Even Claydol, where you hit super effective, you lose against a Psychic here, and Skeldurge with Ghost you lose. So the fact that you're already losing Pokemon that you probably should win just kind of indicates against everything else. Even matchups against your Clodsire, Quagsire, Credilli, Corviknight, Drapion. Well, Drapion's gonna be kind of a weird one. Dugong, Sandslash, Toxapex, Emolga, like everything that is just a neutral situation, you're losing. And that's not where you want to be with a Pokemon. In terms of other Pokemon that were up here, there's only two that really caught my eye. Purloin only, I won't even come up with the rankings, but Purloin is a kind of a sneaky one for Little Cups. I don't know if we have a Little Cup that is on this season where Purloin would even be used. I think we don't even have a Little Cup this season. But Purloin for Little Cup, 500 CP, is definitely one where you might want to stash for later. And then Frillish, back in full force. Jellicent, I've already done a Beyond the Hype on Jellicent for the Great League and the Ultra League. Now, I think Jellicent at 17 is overranked in the Great League. I would probably put it somewhere in like the 30-ish range. Still usable, like still very, very strong. And I do think it is like the fourth strongest, just like ghost Pokemon. I would put Sableye, Corsola, Dusclops, Dustoir probably ahead of it. So I guess fifth. I think it's probably like accurately ranked there, but I put it around like 35. So it is very usable in the Great League. Ultra League, I think, is very strong. It is ranked 10, and it probably deserves if it's not a top 10, it's like a top 15 at worst. It's a very, very strong Pokemon in the Ultra League. So Frillish is definitely one that you should keep your eye on. Female, male, I have this question asked all the time because it does affect some Pokemon like Nidorino versus Nidorino. But basically male versus female on Frillish and the different colors on the Gastrodons and the colors on, I'm blanking on the fairy's name, but Florges, like those don't matter to GBL. The colors, the base stats are the same, the movesets are the same for these Pokemon, so don't worry about that. So Frillish, same sort of thing. You do not need to worry about its gender because it's the same. So no, Corbett, no, nothing else here. So Purloin, Frillish, get this new Pokemon. Again, I don't think it's worth building up. I'm sure some other content creators will do Beyond the Hype immediately, but I don't think it's anything you need to concern yourself with short term. Save the dust and candy for laters. Who knows what move it may eventually get. So that is it. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch I think I did an analysis of the Scroll Cup this morning because it was on last week and it's on this week with Master League. So, lots of Scroll Cup this week. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.